Hello and welcome. Today we are gonna review and demonstrate my Samsung washing machine. So this is a Samsung Bespoke AI. Model number is WW11BB704DGW washing machine. So we are going to start with some specification. As you can see, we're starting from the door, which is this machine features a EcoBubble pump, AI controls technology, Digital Inverter motor, SmartThings app, steam feature and level control. So the drawer, this is a manually detergent drawer. We have three compartments. The main wash compartment to put your detergent and liquid or powder. Softener compartment to put the softener for final rinse, and the pre-wash compartment. So some models have an autodose, which on the right you have a autodose, and you can put 1 liter of detergent and half liter of softener, and here there is a little compartment where you can put powder detergent, and this is for liquid detergent. So if you want to put powder, you have to remove this before putting powder in there. Next we're going to the filter. Alright, filter. We have this little fuse to drain out some excess water before removing the filter. And on the filter you have this. You have to spin it anti-clockwise to remove it, and you see some instruction how to clean the filter. And to put back the filter, you have to spin it clockwise until you hear a click. Next we have the drum. This is an 11 kilogram washing machine drum, and as you can see, it has these patterns. The reason why does it have this pattern, it is just to make the main wash gently while being intensive, and these patterns are literally for doing the EcoBubble as well. And it uses a SpaceMax drum with these patterns. These patterns are literally from the crystal blue models. And next we have a spray, which if you get the model with spray, you'll be having the super speed cycle. If you get the model with spray without those, you can also have the AI wash as well, which is an auto adapt for stains and load, only for autodose models, and for some models have the quick dry as well. And if you get the model without spray, you'll be having the mixed load cycle. And yeah, so next we're going on the control panel. So next we have here the control panel. There's nothing much to do, so I recommend this machine for elderly people, which if they think a washing machine is complicated to use. You can do with this machine custom cycles. You can control the machine via the app as well, with the SmartThings app, and few things as well. So we're now going to see the default cycles that the machine has. So to turn the machine on, you have to press the power button. It will say hello, optimizing using AI. I'm gonna talk about AI first. AI, what does it mean? It corrects itself how much detergent and water is right for that load. And yeah, so moving on the cycles, we have Eco 4060, which the temperature will set automatically depending on the load. So I think it's going to do a 35 degrees wash. Moving on, we're going to see the cycles. We have cotton, super speed, and as you can see at the bottom, it says what each cycle is for. So super speed, fast and effective. Colors protect using low temperature. Drain and spin only. Auto, use neutral detergent. Search, quickly wash a few. Rinse and spin, run without washing. Synthetics for polyester and nylon. Cloudy day has a good final spin. It's 22 minutes final spin, and it's one of my favorite cycles on this machine. Baby care, sanitize with hot wash. The default should be at 90 and 4 rinses, but I mostly did 60 and 3 rinses. 15 quick wash. I use it 3 times and I clearly don't like it. So because gold is 15, 20 is 19, 30 is 23 and 40 is 25. I don't like this this style of quick wash, so I'm not using much this cycle. Towels, dentals and ties at 60 usually with 3 rinses. Bedding, I recommend this cycle for absorbent loads, not for normal bedding, and I clearly recommend it for big loads as well. So it's gonna do a higher water level. Delicates, gentle fold in the rear. Trunk clean plus, you can't change anything, so optimized option can't be changed. Wool, use wool detergent. Active wear, use neutral detergent. Hygiene steam, sometimes cotton and linen, which is kinda a long wash. I may try it one day. It's going to do a main wash phase first and testing phase. Then engines and sturdy fabrics. Intense cold. Silent wash, more quiet. And yeah, so moving on, we have these 4 buttons. You can adjust the temperature here, change the number of rinses and the spin speed. So you can do up to cold 20, 30, 40, 60 and 90. You can do up to 5 rinses, no rinses and 1 rinses, and you can do up to 40-100. Moving on, I'm gonna do another cycle. So pre-wash. It's gonna add 20 minutes. It's going to do a pre-wash then 800 intermediate spin. So as you can see, 119. Next, intensive. Adds 10 minutes of main wash on each cycle instead of cotton. So as you can see, from 59 it dropped up to 109. So I'm gonna show it on cotton what it's gonna do with intensive. Right, adds 20 minutes on cold, 20, 30 and 90. But if you do 40 and 60 with intensive is equal. I'm gonna now show the longest cycle on this machine, which is 6 hours and 30. And I'm never going to do that, so because my parents will kill me. Next we have bubble soak that adds 30 minutes of soak with the EcoBubble, and it's going to reheat for a lot of times until the bubble soak is finished. For autodose models, and on this one is not going to show that, you can also have dose per wash and dose per rinse, which you can adjust the detergent and softener to low, medium, high. This is only for autodose model. Moving on, we have my cycles, which you can remove some cycles that you don't use, so the cycles won't be displayed. So I must remove this delicates as well, because I don't like how it's programmed, and wool as well. And these are the customized cycles. I'm gonna talk later about them. So to save the changes, you have to go here and press this to save. Next we have delay end, which is a 24 hours delay start. Okay, I'm gonna cancel it. And next we have child lock, which is going to lock the buttons and the door. Moving on, if you hold this button, we have a setting. For outdoors models, you can also have the water harness and the softener concentration. So we have AI pattern. What does this mean? It shows the cycle you use most. So I meant the cycle prefer for you. Which cycle is preferred for you? So it's gonna show them. Cotton, super speed, and you can see as AI pattern here. So this is customized. So let's just skip it. Colors, green and spin, and that's it. Next we have sound, which you can turn off all the sounds on the bespoke models. So On Samsung AI models, you can only turn off the end-tune melody, so it's going to be shown alarm, so it's going to display alarm on the AI models only, which on Bespoke you can turn off the sound as well. I'm gonna turn it off. Next we have calibration. You can calibrate it. You can calibrate the weight and it's gonna reset the motor. So calibration will calibrate the weight and it's gonna reset the motor as well. Next, Wi-Fi, which I'm going to keep it on. Language, which you have all of these languages. And next, finally, we have factory reset, which I'm not going to do that because it's going to reset everything from your browser, all of your AI patterns, all of your custom cycles and everything, and it's going to be set to the default cycles. When you first get it, it's going to give you a bit tutorial. It tells you to calibrate it first, then it's giving you a little tutorial, and yeah, so. Next thing I want to say about, so let's go into the first of all cottons. If you choose a 90 cycle and you change the rinses, you clearly notice that you can't remove or you can't do one rinse. It's quite a cool feature, in my opinion. Well, from cold to 60 you can remove and do one rinse. Another thing I want to say about super speed cycle, which if it sets to 40, it can reach 50 only on super speed this happens. On the cycles does 40 degrees. So 40 is gonna do 50, cold is not gonna hit, 20 probably 30, 30 probably 40, and 40 is gonna do 50. It's quite cool, so because I have found a hidden mode on this machine that you can show the temperature and the drum speed. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. You have to press quickly temperature spin, range spin, so like this, then you enter this mode. And now I'm gonna show the most known codes of this machine. So let's start with 0006, which is the last error code. This C means the door open error. Next 0008, drum and water temperature, which is 24.7 degrees Celsius, is displayed in hundreds. So this is an example. I'm going to say 247 means 24.7 degrees Celsius. Code number 12 is possibly the motor temperature as it increases and decreases multiple times. So 00014 is the load detection. 000 means 0.000 kilograms. So this only happens when it's doing the load sensing. It's going to show if it shows 0681, the load inside is 0.681 kilograms. Going on, we're going to the number 18, which is the drum RPM. Drum RPM is not going to show that because the machine is not running, so when it's doing a cycle it's going to show the current RPM. 0009 for washer dry is the for washer dry models is the drying box temperature. I don't know what 300 means on washing machine models. Moving on, 0019 for washer dry is the drying box fan RPM. That will be displayed on washing machine models only. Another code that I found, and you clearly see on the app as well, is the total usage count on 0028. is the total usage count. So 335 cycles, and I'm gonna show it from top as well. Here, total usage count, and yeah, so this is the total usage count. Why is clearly not updated? 335 cycles. So next we have let me see if it updated. No, never mind. So next we have the 0060, which is the targeted RPM on so like if it shows 44 is the targeted RPM, 799 is for 800 RPM, so 0060 is the targeted RPM, 0061 is the motor torque. For some models it's gonna show the Wi-Fi SSID, and on mine it shows the Wi-Fi SSID on 0070. It's gonna show the first four letters of your Wi-Fi. So my Wi-Fi name is Danilo, and it's showing the first four letters of the Wi-Fi name. Bespoke has 92 codes on Parametric Mode, and the AI model has 75. So as you can see, 92. So to come out of this mode, you have to do the same sequence as you enter in. And now you're back on the main screen. Alright, so the next thing I want to demonstrate is the smart control. So smart control will only work if the door is closed. So if you press this button, you will enter on the smart control. So remote access are available, so you can just control the machine via the app. So my wife, if you go to the app, you can also start a cycle. So let's do drain and spin with drain only, just only to demonstrate it. Done. No spin. And then we start the cycle. It will appear on the press start. It will appear on the machine. Then you can also pause it or cancel. So cycle is cancelled. To turn smart control off, and if you want the door to be unlocked, you have to press this button again. So as you can see, the door just unlocked. Next we have the AP mode, which you can connect the phone on the SmartThings. So you have to hold the remote button. It will enter on the AP mode. So this means it's ready to connect it. So my phone is already connected, so it's perfect. So you can check the energy consumption and everything. So you can also do custom cycles via the app. So let's just exit from the AP mode. Oh wait, you have to return back onto the machine. So we're going to the app. We have on the live thing, we have clothing care, energy, home care, and yeah. So let's start with clothing care. Here we are. So we have live recommendation. You can send the cycle from the washer. Next we have the custom cycle. You can add one if you want to fleece. E-cotton, the old eco cotton. You can customize it. You can put another name. You can leave a note as well. let's do high, send to device, custom cycle downloaded, e-cotton, and high is gonna show you the note on the back, and it says it's send the cycles from SmartThings. So you can add or delete some custom cycles if you want to. So this is the old. So this is a customized cycle. On custom cycles, it doesn't use the EcoBubble, unfortunately, but you can add one and you can see recommendations and the staying guide as well. So I'm gonna remove the e-cotton. So I just deleted it and this just came back to Eco 4060. Another thing I want to show from clothing care is the greeting message. So when you first go on the clothing care, you have to press the three dots, then settings. Then you see you can have the favorite clothing, the greeting message, which is the thing I really love it. I'm gonna show the default greeting first. So let's just turn the machine back on. This is the default greeting. Optimizing using AI is coming as well. And you can also do your greeting message. So like you can put your name or something else. So I put my channel name, so I prefer to keep it like that. So this is the customized message. Optimizing using AI will come as well. And yeah, really cool feature. Really like it as well. So you can also customize your greeting message from the clothing care settings. Next we have the energy consumption, so you can check how much energy your washer used. So there it is, 1.7 kilowatts for a daily usage. So yeah, pretty good to see that. And you can see the hourly as well if you want to. Yeah, so 1.2 and 0.5. AI energy mode is a thing that I found weird, because you can save energy, but it's really weird in my opinion, because it doesn't use the heater and uses only 0.1 kilowatt. And I will possibly never use that because it looks quite weird. You can see the energy usage, the daily usage, eco stamps. I don't really care about that. The carbon intensity you can see. The energy usage analysis and the solar panel as well. Home care. Let's go to the home care, which you can see if your washing machine has some issues. So mine doesn't have any issues, so it says it's operational. And you can see as well if it shows me. Alright, after how many times you have to do the ground clean, you can see the total usage count as well. You can see the code number 28. You can see the usage guide and the device manual as well. And here you can see what are your weekly usage and the daily usage. the total users count, which is as well on the code number 28. $339, so it's the total users count. Let's just exit out. And yeah, so Smart Forward, you can check it for updates. So mine is working on last version, so there could be an update. It will tell me if my washer has an update. And the usage guide, you can see how to clean the filter, but I don't care because I know how to do it. And you also have the routines thing, but it's a thing that I don't care about that. And yeah, so so this is clearly the app. Anyways, when the machine is turned off, you can also send the cycles from the app. So let's just do an example. You can send let's do, yeah, this one. Cycles enforcement is going to show, and yeah, you can send most of the cycles, and yeah. The only thing weird is that you can't choose the options. You can only choose bubble soak. So it's going to 157 reach, but you can only use bubble soak. So now we're going to the demonstration of this machine. So clearly explain everything. So we are now going for a demonstration. So I'm going to show at which temperature is going to reach super speed when you select it to 40. Super speed I recommend it for half loads or medium loads, but I don't recommend it for big loads because it's gonna, the rinses are way too short and it's going to do dry rinses as well. So I only recommend it with medium or half loads. So now we're going for the demonstration of super speed 40 with intensive, because it has done reaching 50 and I'm gonna demonstrate it. So we are going to see the demonstration now. Alright, so the machine just finished the cycle, so we're gonna move on to pros and cons. So pros about this machine, basically almost everything is amazing. Price also good. If it detects accidentally wash, it will do a spin wash as well, which is quite cool. Yeah, so most action is good. Clearly love these crystal blue buttons as well. So almost everything is amazing, as I can say. Load sensing is perfect as well. And I also like how it has the eye pattern, so it's like shows the cycle you use most. About the balancing, I clearly liked it. Mostly improved. If it recognizes if the motor is struggling to balance or possibly is a higher torque, it will immediately stop. Batting cycle is a bit unsensitive, so sometimes it could bang, but yeah, so it has done doing banging attempts on batting cycles, which I think is a bit unsensitive. I also like the AI pattern, which shows you the cycles that you use most. So it's most frequent cycle. AI model will say most frequently used cycle. So all of the cycles you use most. I also like the autodose, but unfortunately mine it isn't. So if you have an autodose, and if you turn the machine on, the machine will display if you recognize the softener or detergent is low. It's going to say detergent low or softener low, refill detergent or refill softener. So it clearly tells you when the softener or detergent is almost finished. So clearly cool. But I have a manual detergent, but on autodose you also have the AI washer for some models, which mine doesn't have, unfortunately. And the water hardness and the softener concentration on the settings. And yeah, so yeah, I had this machine for 6 months and I clearly like it. The action is quite good. The extra gently wash is also lovely, and the eye optimizer as well. It only spin washes on the extra gently wash, I noticed, but it doesn't on other cycles. So cottons or synthetics, if it sends down to 112 without options. First of all, it's going to add water from the spray. So then it's going to analyze the laundry, and AI optimizes wash doesn't spin wash, but extra gently wash is going to spin wash. But unfortunately, the spin washers got rid on the other cycles, which is kind of a bit weird. I know this is a EcoBubble, but it's like newer programming, like old Samsung EcoBubble models does the spin washers, but unfortunately newer models doesn't, which is kind of weird in my opinion. But fortunately it does only on extra gently wash, and yeah. Well, but everything is perfect, especially the app, which is a thing that I really love it as well, and yeah. But let's move up to the cons. But first of all, I think it could be the glass design, because there's so much gap, because if you put a shock or color catchers, there could be onto those as well. Also like capture hairs as well. If you have capture hairs, it could get easy onto those. There's a bit, I think, much gap from there. Next con is possibly how Samsung assembled their model. Some machine just assembled their model, because the front on some models can bang really easily, but mine doesn't, so it's assembled perfectly. And some models, how they were assembled, like if it spins like that, it doesn't knock a sound because the motor is hitting the PCB. Like, it's just an easy fix. You have to put the PCB back on its position. Another con, I think, is the surge rinses. I know it's a short 6-degree cycles, but it does really high rinses levels, which is kind of weird, and it wastes water. In my opinion, the surge cycle should be more improved, and so rinses could be improved. So like rinses like up to here could be perfect. Also, you could have done the intersensing, which surge rinses are way too high and it wastes water, so possibly like synthetic rinses. And yeah, another thing that could be improved in my opinion is the parametric mode. So like the temperature, in my opinion, you could have done saying 23.7 instead of 237, because in my opinion AI model could have done saying up here what does the code means, and at the bottom the numbers. So like it only shows for numbers like old models does, but in my opinion it could be improved. This stands 237 is 23.7 degrees Celsius, and yeah, so it could be more improved in my opinion. So like if the display says 23.7 degrees Celsius, that will be perfect. Also same thing with RPM and other codes as well. Next con is this head shield on spray models. It's unnecessary in my opinion. The balancing is improved, I liked it, but sometimes it could be annoying in my opinion. But yeah, this machine is really lovely, and yeah, but the head shield looks so ugly in my opinion for spray models, so I prefer without the head shield, so you can see clearly better inside the machine. But sad that they put head shield on spray models is quite a bit weird. And yeah, so I really recommend this machine for today's market. It's perfect, so I think it's worth it buying one of these because I really love the programming, and yeah, so I love the app as well. It's really smart, this machine. So anyways, I know there's some models that isn't assembled correctly. No, there's some cons and pros, but most action is perfect as well. So about the conclusion, this machine is perfect for elderly people. I really recommend it for today's market, and yeah, so I recommend it for today's market, and yeah, so thanks for watching, and stay safe.